I see this all the time, especially on Facebook. A friend is getting back in touch with you after a long time, and so you get pissed off at them. It's like, wait. You haven't talked to me in however long, and now you're trying to come back into my life pretending to be my friend? And I see where that comes from, because not being in touch for so long, it does seem like they don't care about you. You know, if you're a friend, then you should care enough about them to actually stay in touch, right? Well, then my question becomes, what does that say about you? I mean, a friendship is a two-way street. You are a part of this equation. You're a part of this friendship. So why is it okay for you to get pissed at them? They lost touch with you, but you also lost touch with them. So why is it okay for you to get pissed at them, but not okay for them to get pissed at you? I mean, this just sounds like a double standard to me. Oh, you didn't stay in touch with me. Well, why didn't I stay in touch with you? Wait, I'm supposed to be pissed at you. Fuck. Unless, of course, they stayed out of touch with you when you tried to get back in touch with them, obviously. I mean, in the case of mitigating factors like that, then that's obviously not what I'm talking about. And while I generally find this to be hypocritical nonsense that most people probably just don't think about, I understand being pissed at a former friend who tries to get back in touch just so that they can get something from you. You know, pretending to care about you enough to get back in touch when in fact all they want is to selfishly get something out of you. I mean, unless you're like me and you just like doling out help like that, but it can be insulting because they don't value you as a friend or respect you as a person. I just don't think it's reasonable to assume that motive just because they got back in touch with you. Nor do I think you should assume some righteous indignation is justified. After all, maybe they're just a friend who wants to talk. And, I mean, personally, I do this, the losing touch with friends for extended periods of time. But that's not because I don't care. I do. Unfortunately, as a result of having to do this adult bullshit, I got busy because I actually have a job now. In fact, it's eating up so much of my time that I think I have about 2 hours of actual free time each day. So that's one factor. Second factor, for me personally, is I don't normally initiate conversation with people. It's just not how I am. I'm not really geared that way. I'm one of those people who sits back and responds to what I hear in conversation, or waits for someone to talk to me first. It's just a habit that kind of holds over from the fact that I was so fucked up by people when I was younger and am not really good in social situations as a result, and so I'm kind of averse to being the one to put myself in that situation. I mean, as we all know, when, say, as an example, you're in a classroom, it's hard to start. It's hard to be the first one that has to go up in front of the class and give your presentation, your joke, your whatever have you. And that's compounded even further with the third factor, for me, which is that I have a lot of friends. And, of course, that should be understandable considering the fact that I know so many people through YouTube, and those are people that I consider real friends, even though some argue with that about the whole, I just know them on the internet, they're not real friends, all that nonsense. But especially if you want to actually initiate conversation at that point, well, okay, what am I going to do? Pick their name out of a hat? There's like 500 names type idea, you know? And finally, I can't focus on more than one conversation at a time. It's just not something I can really do. I can't listen to someone on the phone, have 6 Skype conversations going on, and then, oh, I've got a PM on YouTube, and I've got these many comments to respond to, and, oh, by the way, I was supposed to be doing schoolwork too, and I have to be in bed in about 30 minutes because I have to go to work in the morning. Actually, right now, I have 20 minutes. I barely have time to do anything anymore. Not to give excuses for myself or anything, it's because, of course, you shouldn't excuse me anyway unless you think it's fair to, but these are my reasons. And with them laid out that way, I hope that it's at least understandable that I'm someone who doesn't stay in touch with people actively, and I just happen to get back in touch with them periodically. Unless, of course, they write me first. And so, because of the obvious bias that being on that side of the fence of this issue lends me, I just want to say, please, if a friend tries to get back in touch with you after you've both lost touch with each other, 1, don't assume there's some asshole trying to get something out of you, and 2, don't hypocritically act self-righteous and get pissed off because you feel wronged by something you yourself did. But hey, who's going to stop being a hypocritical douche nozzle just because I pointed it out for them. Rather protect their own egos. Long days and pleasant nights.